Smithy, 5-0 win against Winchester here in the Hampshire Cup. Pleased with that?
Yeah, really pleased. Gave us a good opportunity because it's a cup game to rotate some players. Rest players that had some injuries and some niggles. Obviously we lost Jazz today through the red card last week as well. So the fact that we've made probably 6, 7 changes, 8 changes from last week, and clean sheet, 5 goals. Yeah, great day.
And of course as well with the goals you had Shannon Aubrey there, debut bagging 4. You signed her to score goals and she's come and done it.
100%. This is what she can do, and she scores goals, and she's played 1 game, scored 4 goals, perfect hat-trick within those 4 goals as well. And not only that, but she could have had a couple of assists as well, because we've missed then chances that she's laid on a plate for us. So yeah, an outstanding debut. Like, to score 1 on your debut is everyone's dream, but to score 4 with a perfect hat-trick, what more can you ask for?
And of course EJ May as well, it was 50th appearance for the club, and she got on the score sheet. It seemed like the headlines were just written for us.
Yeah, it did, and she struggled first half because she's been out for a while, and it was the pace of the game, I think. And then second half, when she's come out, she's played really well, linked up well with the forwards, put a few through balls through. Obviously, then she's taken her chance, and that's always something that we've always worked with her on, is if an opportunity opens up, take that shot. And that's what she did today, and she's obviously chipped the goalkeeper from whatever it was, 25 yards. So yeah, really good.
Of course, it was only the 1 goal at half time. Do you think there was certain factors in that, the pitch, or was it the way Winchester were playing, because they had some chances out there?
Yeah, they hit the bar at 1-0, and I think if I'm honest, I'll say we came in at half time in second gear, and we weren't good enough, and we were giving the ball away, we weren't taking our chances. Libby's their goalie first half. She's an outfield player. We should be scoring more than 1 goal at half time, but our shots were straight at her or missing the target completely. Our corners weren't beating the front post just because of the dynamics of the pitch, basically. But that's no excuse. But we weren't good enough, and second half we've come out, and yeah, that's how we want to play week in, week out. That's how we train, that intensity. Much better second half. So yeah, I've got no complaints. It was always going to happen. It's a cup game. There's loads of rotations, like I said, loads of people playing in. Some players actually playing out of position, just to test a few things. So yeah, fair play to everyone, and 1-0 at half time. It's still 1-0. We're winning and we're going at half time. And after a few of our league games recently, I'll still take that.
Of course, you're now into the semi-final of the Hampshire Cup. It's the first time you've been in that round since you've been at the club. What does it mean to you, and how much would it mean to you to be able to get further?
Yeah, Hampshire Cup for me is huge because it's the best team in your home county. So it's always something that I've always looked at winning, and Portsmouth, they dominate this cup year in, year out, and even they struggled this year to beat their reserves. So you got Southampton's under 23s in it. They're an outstanding team with Michelle and Paul. And I think Bournemouth have won today, and Bournemouth Sports, they're up against Southampton, and Bournemouth Sports are on fire in the league below. So what an amazing County Cup. The draw's next week. I can't wait. And like you said, we're now 1 game away from a cup final. Our target at the start of the season was to get to the Hampshire Cup final. So that would be amazing if we could win the next round. But we've got FA Cup game next week to think about against Bees, which is a massive game.
And speaking of that, how can you take today's performance into that game? Because you've not got Shannon Aubrey being cup tied. So how are you going to be looking at the dynamics of your team?
Yeah, we don't have Shannon, but we've got other players that are currently, Shannon's only played today. We're on a run of a couple of wins in a row and playing well and performing well. So we've got other players that will play there. It's just now making sure that, this pitch was heavy today, making sure that, the players have come off, make sure that they recover. It's a shame that Shannon is cup tied. It would be amazing to play someone that just scored 4 goals, because the confidence roll into next week would be huge. But it gives an opportunity for someone else to stand up and say, listen, she's gone and scored 4 goals, but I want to be the one scoring 4 goals. So let's see who stands up and takes that place.